Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. This is the first video, yay! So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be covering the Altamira caves and the Lascaux France caves. Now both these caves are well preserved, just to start off. They are preserved by, a lot of people can't kind of go see them. Some of them are secluded and you can't go see them because oils in our hands and us breathing on them can damage them, but some caves that you can go tour you can visit. Now, just that being said, I'm not saying don't go visit them. Definitely go visit them if you're allowed to. But these caves are well preserved, and these are the first cave paintings that man has ever had known to them. So about, it says 25,000, the book says 25,000 years ago, humans began to make art. I just think that that's due to the testing that's involved. Certain testing methods that we have in the art and art history world are pretty harsh to a lot of ancient objects, that they're sadly so fragile that they can break. So I think that that's just as far as testing can go for certain, certain images and things like paintings. But sculpture, for sure, pretty fragile. So just that's kind of what they think. I think honestly, humans have been making art since we've been breathing and since the beginning we were born, since the time we were born. Again, that creative genius, I think, has always been within us. There wouldn't be a wheel without somebody drawing it. So the time period that this is in is the Upper Paleolithic era, is when both of these cave paintings were created. Now, the Altamira caves are in northern Spain, and the Lascaux caves are in southern France. So I hope that kind of gives you guys a good geographical area of where they are. Both of these are, again, in Europe, not that far away from each other, realistically, on a map. They're kind of in the same area of Europe. But the first cave paintings to be found were in the Altamira caves, and these are the oldest, these are the most well-preserved caves you can ever find. And originally they were considered fakes until the Lascaux caves were found a couple of years later, back in the 60s, I believe it was. And then after that, they were not declared as forgeries. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the Altamira caves, which were found by Marsilio de Zapatulia. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at Spanish. But he was found them in 1879, and these were created in the Upper Paleolithic era, so that would be about 17,000 to 13,000 BP. And these paintings weren't done until the end of the Ice Age. There was also a lot of arrowheads found that were made of obsidian, which is basically a volcanic rock. This is a smaller form of it. This is called an Apache sphere. It's the same thing. It's just one. I just like it. So yeah, Apache sphere. Look it up. Google. If you guys want to know more about that. But that's what some of the arrowheads were made out of. They were also made out of regular rocks too. Basically anything they could find. But the Altamira caves have large motifs at this time, and they have more techniques and visual representation of animals and humans. They have polychrome figures and a combination of engravings, paintings, and they used rocks as themselves. And there is one realistic figure in most of the caves, and that's why they're so well preserved. The Lascaux caves were also done in the... I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. It's just I'm trying to make sure I get all the accurate information. Altamira caves have 17 chambers. And also both Altamira and Lascaux caves have paintings that are both for ceremonial purposes and then regular purposes. So everyday objects. The ceremonial ones, if you want to think of it, it's like when you pregame or postgame after you go out with your friends. Like, for example, anybody who's about to go to prom or has been through prom, here in America, we all like to go to IHOP after prom. I don't know why. What is up with IHOP? I think it's just because they're open for 24 hours, but everybody likes to do IHOP after prom. Or, you know, we're all in college. We pregame. When you go out with your friends before, you kind of drink before you go out to dinner, before you go to whatever your destination is for the night with your group of friends. Pre-gaming, post-gaming is the exact same thing. It's like, again, back to the IHOP thing. Or y'all go back to somebody's house and you always drink, and it's always that person's house. Or not even drink, watch a movie. Same thing. Post party. Post game. It's like that. So if you want to think of it, I'm just trying to give you guys modern connections so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So that is the cave paintings in France, and northern Spain, the Altamira caves. Now, I will say one other thing about the Altamira caves. The Altamira caves had paintings on the sides, of the sides and on top. And the top ones were more sacred than the ones on the sides, so on the ceilings. Now, Lascaux, France, same time frame, everything. Like I said, they were found second, and then Altamira caves were declared originals. And it's because they had the same style, same time period, same tendencies, except these were a little bit different, and they were different in what the paintings were used for, and also they found the very first figurines in this cave painting set. So, this was in southwestern France. Now, the paintings there are two different types of cave paintings and art objects that were found in this, and there's partial art, which is used for ceremonial purposes. And then there is mobillary art, which is like little figurines. So like your action figures today would be the equivalent of that, or like the little pop figures, like the keychains, because they are pop figures, you know, you think of it like that, or Barbie doll. Just think of it like that. Anything like that that's portable and mobile and is handheld, that is a mobillary art. And usually these figures the sculpted ones were found buried by forests. And, you know, also, I will say that the cave paintings for the ceremony were further away. They were not included on top, so they were more secluded in different chambers in the area. And the animals, there was like one human figure depicted in it. It's very rare. They've depicted more animals like deer, horses, bison, lions. I have it all written down here. Sorry. Lions, mammoths, and bears and wolves. And there's two other ones. ibex, and orchids, I don't know what this one is. AUROCHS. I've never heard of that one, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you guys. So that one, all these animals were kind of depicted in twisted perspectives, and the reason they depicted them, some of them were, you know, to say, hey, this is our food source, look at this is our food source, this is, you know, and then, hey, these like lions were prey, you know, these are our food source, this is our prey, these are the ones to look out for, do not go after them, they're dangerous, like lions, bears, tigers, oh my, sorry, I had to do it. So, let me get a little bit over. Okay, so also in Lascaux, there are abstract designs, and there's also an absence of natural lighting, which means these were produced via torch, fire. And that's the only lighting that they had because they're in caves. I know this all seems like self-explanatory, but hey, your teacher probably mentioned this, I know, but I'm just giving you guys a reiteration of it. So I'm sorry if it sounds a little repetitive, and I know it's self-explanatory, but what can you do? It's important. That's why I included it in here. Also, I will say that it is known for the caves in Lascaux that they were made of minerals from the area. So whether it be, and they were like the paints, and they were applied with moss, hair, chunks of color. It says that in the annotated Mona Lisa. Or the paint was applied by blowing onto the paint. So they may have had it in their hand and they like blew it. Or another instrument that they found was there was a tube with holes, and they put the paint in there, and then they'd blow in the tube and the paint would do splatters, so that there would be the splatter effect. Or they'd use hollowed out bone. But there were no brushes, and mats were also found to be used to apply the paint. And that is the cave paintings in Lascaux and Spain, in Altamira, Spain. So I hope this helped you out. I will be posting the links below. And stay tuned, because the next video is going to cover sculpture and architecture. Yay! So I hope you guys liked my little 10-minute spiel. Again, I'm trying to see how this goes. If anybody has questions, email me. If you don't know anything about the links, like I said, check them out. Some of them have videos. The Met has actually, if you check out the Metropolitan one that I picked, I can't remember if it's this video or the next one, but they have tons of essays that have been done on them. So if you guys want to check those out, definitely. And the UNESCO website for the Altamira, France, that one is from UNESCO, and they are always accepting donations. If you want to donate and help keep these Paleolithic cave paintings preserved, they are the first of humanity's cave paintings, and I think they are highly, highly important, because they highlight humanity's creative genius. They are the beginning, but they are not the end. But they are definitely the stepping stone from where we as humanity have come from, and I find them very, very important. So if you guys, please go check out those websites. Again, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I hope you really liked it. Let's go on to the next video. Bye!